Hey, we are here midway through the D. Hilton Total Reward Symposium with Bill Gray. How are you, Bill?
Fine, Mike. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. You were one of the presenters here during lunchtime.
Yes.
Can you give us a quick synopsis of what you talked about?
Well, the topic was legal developments, and the focus was on what's been happening primarily with 457F plans, SERPs. It's a type of arrangement that's becoming quite common, especially in the larger credit unions. And there have been some things that have been happening legally, so we spent some time talking about that.
Do you want to divulge in the legal type of stuff without getting too technical? Are there a couple of items that you want to address?
The 1 minute version or the 5 minute?
We'll take the 1 minute.
Okay. Basically what's happening is there is another section of the Internal Revenue Code called Section 409A, and the two sections, 457F and 409A, should work together, but they really weren't working very well together. And so some regulations were proposed about 9 years ago, or were promised about 9 years ago, and they just came out. Supposed to be very, very major. They are major, but frankly, most of what they did was kind of a non-event, or a couple of things that were more favorable than we thought they would be. So it's really getting down in the weeds as far as how an executive's retirement benefit, CERP benefit, is designed, but it needs to be taken into consideration and analyzed as part of the process.
So what does the bottom line here, what does it mean for credit unions? Is this a good thing, bad thing, somewhere in the middle?
Well, the regulation is somewhere in the middle. The SERPs, I think, generally are good things. They're golden handcuffs. It's a great way of holding your executives.
Great. Okay, wrap-up question here. Any trends that we should be on the lookout for wrapping up 2016, then going into 2017? Anything on the horizon credit unions should be looking at?
Well, actually, slightly outside of my area, some of the trends that we talked about, there's some trends in the employment area having to do with the kinds of things that people can have, credit unions or any other employer can have in a termination agreement as far as confidentiality. There's some of those kind of employment issues that are kind of being pushed by the current administration. Their days are winding down, but they're pushing hard.
I bet. All right, Bill, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate the quick chat on this stuff. Always important. All right, thank you, Bill.